Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
Yeah. Listen, success is whatever you make it. If you want to be happy, you want to provide for your family.
Live.
You gotta put that work in, man. You gotta go get
Learn.
See, listen, this is what I tell them.
Serve.
I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals.
Inspire.
I go out and I go get it. How to go,
You're in the
that's
right
all I know. I
place.
don't
You're
succeed
checking
if I
out
don't breathe.
Chip
Success,
Baker,
what does it
the
mean?
Success
If I
Chronicles.
conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another episode of the Success Chronicles. And today we have Mr. LaRonn Harris with us. He's involved in lots, doing a lot of great things. And I'm super excited to have him share his story with you guys today. So first, man, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to interview with the Chronicles.
Man, thank you for having me, man. It's an honor, brother.
All right. Well, talk to us about your life story. I know off air we talked about, where you're from, but, kind of tell us, where you're from and kind of track your story until now, if you don't mind.
I mean, you want the short version or the long version?
I want whatever version you want to give me, man. We'll work with it.
I'll give you the surmise version, man.
Okay.
Born and raised in Detroit. Went to Detroit public schools. Graduated from Wayne State University. Got my degree in media arts. So I'm a communications major. The first to graduate from my family. Typical urban upbringing. You know what I'm saying? Lost my father at an early age. My mom, she was the rock of the family and held everything together. Got multiple siblings, got a blended family because my mother remarried after my father passed. I mean, that's pretty much, on a personal side, that's the story, the same plight that most people experience, growing up in urban communities. Started my journey early as far as what I wanted to do in life. I kind of knew very early on, like some of my earliest memories involved music. So I can remember playing with my father's 8 tracks and his 45 vinyl and 12 vinyl, those are like some of my earliest memories, you know what I'm saying? Being in front of the radio, listening to the radio, remembering, my daddy's favorite songs from Luther to Stevie to MJ. I knew very early that, I wanted to be involved with music. At one point I wanted to be an artist. But as I grew older, I developed, I guess, a need for privacy. And I realized that, it takes a special type of person to deal with, with people being in your business. And I don't have the personality for that. So, I decided to pursue behind the scenes and it's been good for me. So, immediately after high school, I started to look for my way into the game. My auntie was dating an independent record promoter at the time that I graduated, and he took a liking to me. He was a coach for a church basketball team that I played for, and I asked him, could I intern for him? I said, just give me your records. You keep your check. I don't want no money. I just need the tools so I can have the access to get to the DJs and the promoters and things of that nature. Long story short, he put me on. His name is Sean P. He had a company called Sean P Promotions back in the day. And, I started hitting the clubs, building the relationships with DJs in Detroit. And, from there I started working in record retail for a guy named Jim Roach. He had a store called Accessories Boutique. It was a very successful mom and pop retail outlet in Detroit. From there, I worked there for, I believe, like 4 years, post graduation from high school and during college. And while I was, working there, I got an internship. While I was working there and in college, I got an internship at Radio One. And the funny story of how that worked out was I was working at the store, and there was a salesperson named Larry Olick. He was doing a cold call trying to sell radio advertisement. And I turned that conversation into a cold call into, an internship opportunity for me. So I'm just like, yo, do y'all do internships at the radio station? You're like, yeah, you need to get in touch with Vicki Preston. She was marketing director of the radio station at the time. Back then, all you had to be was a college student, and you could, if you could get college credit for it, and they liked you and you passed the interview process, they would hire you in as an intern. I went through that process, got the internship opportunity, and when I wasn't at work, I was at the station. Yeah. And I was there so much that people thought I actually worked for the station. I got a job offer 6 months into the internship. I was there for 6 years, and during that time, other opportunities continued to present themselves to me. From the internship to being hired, I started working with one of the general sales managers on the nightclub side. He brought me in on this nightclub hustle that he had going on, and I did really good at that, and I helped him make a lot of money. And during that time, I'm just building my Rolodex and developing these new relationships with record people, in addition to, patrons and, people from all walks of life. And in the process, I made myself very valuable into the fabric of not only nightlife, but entertainment in general in the city at that time. And, long story short, when the opportunity presented itself to get onto the record side, when, Atlantic was looking for, a regional for Detroit, I was considered, but I didn't get the job the first time. So, I interviewed, didn't get the job, but I had built a relationship based on the nightlife experience, the radio experience. Basically, everywhere you went in Detroit, I was there. So they're just like, yo, we got to put this dude on. He got like a strong influence in the city. He got great relationships. People like him, and he know how to move around. They hired, a good friend of mine on that first go around. Then they relocated that person. And when they was asking like, yo, who can you vouch for? Who would be a good replacement for you? Her name is Cannon Kent. And she vouched for me. You know what I'm saying? She just like, yo, the only person I can vouch for is this dude. And honestly, I thought y'all was gonna hire him and not me the first time. And that opportunity changed my life. And 10 years, well, it'll be 11 years, April 25th. I've been rocking with them ever since. And, it's been a great experience for me.
It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff.
And I tried to surmise it as much as I can without being too long in the tooth.
No, it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. So now currently, as far as your career, what do you do now?
Man, I just make sure, that everybody keep they keep a cold glass of water. Yeah, I'm like, a professional Bobby Boucher, man. You know what I mean? I make sure all the artists have cool, refreshing water everywhere they go, man.
Professional Bobby Boucher.
And I walk around with a pooper scooper. Nah, but seriously, I'm the Southwest Regional for Atlantic at this time. When I started, I was the Michigan Ohio Valley Regional Promotional Manager, and this promotion has been great for me. So I'm over. I'm responsible for Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Alabama, Tennessee, and parts of Mississippi. So I got like a huge region. And
Yeah.
a lot of the work that you see from artists in the community, whether it's, radio, whether it's them doing something philanthropically, shows, a lot of that stuff comes from my desk, especially for like, a lot of the big radio shows.
Mm-hmm.
The department that I work for, we're responsible for organizing a lot of that stuff and making sure we get the talent there and make sure that they're prepared to provide a great service and entertain the people.
It's good stuff. It's a good area to have too. It's some good music down here.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, brother, this has been a great change of pace for me. It's been a
Yeah.
blessing. Like, the South has really been good to me, to my family and I.
I think too, like one thing that made me think about like the hospitality too. I think, it's a lot of great people. I mean, not saying that it wasn't, where you were at, but just in general, I think that there's just a lot of good people around, that's doing great things.
Yeah, I mean, I've met some amazing people down here, man.
Yeah.
That helped me grow as a person. Not
Yes.
in a business, but just development as a man. Um,
Yeah.
you know, that'll be lifelong family to me. So the South has been good to me, man.
Good. What are three things you've accomplished in your life that you're proud of?
Um, that's kind of easy. You talking about professionally or personally?
Whatever, whichever. Well, let's do both.
One is marrying a woman that I wanted since freshman year of high school.
Gone.
You know, I didn't get her until college. You know what I'm saying? She didn't know I
Yeah.
wanted her back in high school. She wasn't
Yeah.
paying attention. But, getting her, and being with her for 17 years, that's a huge accomplishment for me, especially from, my background. And, it's different. I could say that, for my family tree is different. So breaking some generational curses, that'll probably be like, one of the greatest accomplishments of my life. Having all my children by the same woman, that's another great accomplishment. And being the first to graduate from college in my family, that'll be another one.
It's good stuff. What's your definition of success?
My definition of success is accomplishing anything you set out to do. Like, very simple, straight to the point. You know what I mean? Like, if you set a goal for yourself and you accomplish that goal, that's success.
One thing, when you said that, it made me think I got a buddy that I work with. And when I first started working with him, it made me laugh to myself when you was like, just simple, ain't no gray area. It's black or white, you
Yeah,
know.
black and white.
And that's what he would always say about me. I was like, man, what you talking about? I mean, it's just what it is. Hey, all that extra, we don't need all that. Just it's what
Yeah,
it is. Just get it done.
yeah. Accomplishing your goals, man. Whatever it is that you set out to do, whether it's big or small, if you
Yeah,
accomplished it, that's success.
there it is, man. What do you think it takes to achieve success?
Dedication, perseverance, um, commitment,
Mhm.
um, Yeah, I mean, that could surmise the answer. I can give you a million other adjectives, but those like, dedication, perseverance, and commitment, sticking to it,
Yeah,
whatever it is that you set out to do. Like, that's what it takes to be successful. I mean, and you got to be willing to sacrifice,
big time.
you know. I'm
Nah,
trying
man.
not to preach, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Hey,
trying to keep these
hey,
answers
come
concise,
on, come on with it.
you
Hey,
know?
just have them bring you to like in the church with the water glass with the napkin on
Right, right,
it.
right.
Hey,
Old school Baptist.
yeah, yeah. Hey, with the napkin on that boy, right?
Nah, I ain't gonna get to him in the high on you. Be the piper, pick the pepper.
Well, oh man,
You
come
just
on, somebody.
took me back. Oh
well,
man.
well, man, I sure appreciate you taking the time to interview with the Chronicles, and I know way busy life, and to me it means a lot that you just take time to talk life and success with me for the Success Chronicles, and I truly appreciate it.
Oh yeah, man. I guess, one jewel that I didn't mention, like man, balance.
Ooh,
Balance is essential. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could talk success, but if you don't have balance,
yeah,
like you won't be able to enjoy the success.
that's
And
it.
I just learned that. You know what I'm saying? Like 20 years into my grind, actually 21 years into my grind, I'm just now learning that if you don't have balance, bro, what's the success for? You're
Right,
not gonna enjoy it.
that's it. I just it's one thing that I do, and I really work on that as well, like balance. Like it's really, you have to set those boundaries and continue to work balance. And I use like with my kids, it's cool. We do like character development with our kids, and we talk life. Not just
Mhm.
sports, but we talk life. And one analogy I like to use is like the pie chart. In math, the pie chart, when you look at all of the different pieces, is 100. So if you look at the things in your life that you're involved in, like, you break it down like 20%, 20. Well, to me, I can't give my son 20%.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I'm not gonna give my wife 20. I'm not gonna give the kids that I coach 20. My faith. I'm not gonna give that 20%.
right,
So to me, each one of my deals is 100. So my pie chart's like 1,000. You know, you know what I'm saying?
right.
It's 1,000. I don't know what everybody else's is, but mine's like 1,000 because I'm shooting to give 100% in every avenue that I'm working on. And I think, like for example, like if today, if I fell short, with the time with my son at 80%, well, hey, that ain't acceptable. I got to get back up there tomorrow. You know,
Right,
and
right.
so
I
it's
mean, you see how I was yesterday. I'm like, man, my bad, brother.
yeah.
My son got basketball practice, man. We gonna have to reschedule.
And I was great. I was like, hey, I feel you. Get it, do your thing. You got to do that because I would do the same thing.
Yeah, but I wasn't always this way. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
this balance thing is something that I'm just not really getting an understanding on.
and
We'll
we're work in progress too. It's a continued process to progress, I guess.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, like, we 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 are conditioned to value the wrong things.
Yeah,
In the process of trying to become successful.
yeah,
Like, we have to do a lot of reprogramming. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that you had this platform, to where people can really be honest and share some insight. Like, that whole misnomer of, I sleep when I'm dead, I'm going to grind, grind, grind. Like, if you think about it, like, if your engine grind or your brakes grind, like, that's not a good thing.
mm,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Thing for your brakes to grind, man. Like, so why would you grind your body? We got one body to live in, during this experience.
yeah.
So we need to take care of it,
Mm,
and if you don't charge your cell phone, what's going to happen to the battery?
Dead.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just
Dead.
like, oh, you need to rest your body. You
Yep.
need to rest your mind so you can charge. If you don't charge your spirit, you don't charge your body, you don't charge your mind, what you think gonna happen to your body?
Yeah, you got to refill your fruit basket. Give all your
Yeah.
fruits out. You got to
So,
refill it.
yeah, so I had to say that. So it's just like, we want to talk about success.
Yeah.
We got to talk about balance. We got to talk about, self-love. We got to talk about taking care of yourself because, you could be the most successful person superficially, but if you don't have your health, you don't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And
you
then
have
the
nothing
people
with
that
your
you
health.
love most miss out because your health is bad.
Yeah, and you miss out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you could be in a hospital, broke up. You know what I'm saying? I have all the money in the world, but that money won't buy your health.
Yeah.
It can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I had to say that. It would have been remiss of me not to say that, knowing what I know, experiencing what I've experienced in life, in failure and through success. Just like, that's been a part of the journey.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all good as it's portrayed. You know what I mean? It's a lot of pain that come along with this grind. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't all good. It ain't all good. As I say that with a smile.
Yeah.
But those challenges they build character. So if I could help somebody and get them some game to where they don't have to pay for some of the things that I paid for because they might not be as fortunate as I was.
Yeah.
I almost died twice.
Mm.
On this journey. But overworking, not balancing, and I was taking good care of myself for the most part, but I was abusing myself because I wasn't resting. You know what I mean? It was just like, yo, I got to get it. I'm on this paper chase. Every cliche you've heard a rapper say or anybody in this business say, I've lived it, experienced it, and I can tell you it ain't what it is, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I sleep when I'm dead, man. I stopped saying that when I almost died.
Yeah.
Truthfully, you laughing, I'm
Hey,
serious. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
When you come close to death and you that slow dance, you
Slow
know
it
what I'm
down,
saying?
man. Slow it down.
Yeah, especially if you ain't living all the way right. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yo, I had to say that. You know what I mean? And I say that on any platform because, the youth, they being misled. And somebody got to tell them the truth. So, since I've been given an opportunity in this platform, why not? You know what I mean? If I could talk about the good, I could talk about the ugly too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that's how you learn too, just like you said. Somebody else can learn from the things that, the ugly that you had to experience.
Yeah, I mean, because failure is a part of success.
Mm-hmm.
Success is just the top of the stairs. You know what I mean? But every failure is a step closer to success. So it's just like, yo, you're going to bump your head.
Yeah.
Lord knows, I mean, you can't see the knots on my head right now. But I look like Martin when he fought Tommy Hearns.
Boy. Hey, man, he was tore up, wasn't he?
Yeah, man. My head lumped up, man. I done made some poor judgment, bad decisions, messed up some good opportunities.
Yeah.
None but the grace of God, and mercy and favor that, I'm still here. You know what I mean? So,
Well, man, it was a pleasure talking with you.
yeah, likewise, man.
I think it's gonna help a lot of people. I feel like I've learned a lot too, and so I wish you continued success, man, for you and your family.
No, I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I just couldn't get up here and have like the regular industry talk. In every conversation, I'm gonna glorify God in some way, shape, or form
For
because,
sure.
if I ain't doing that, I ain't talking about nothing.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So, my son gave me the challenge. And, even though it's uncomfortable for me,
Yeah.
it ain't even my life for me to say I'm uncomfortable with it. You know what I mean? Like, You know, I got checked in the spirit, just like, yo, how you not gonna share? It ain't even your life.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, it ain't your life. You know what I mean? So, you know,
Yeah.
like my son said, you may be able to help somebody. So, you know, if I can help somebody in a conversation by being honest in a conversation and sharing
Yeah.
from a real and authentic level, you know, it's my pleasure to do that. And, you know, part of my daily prayer is, you know, God allow me to be a blessing to somebody that I don't know. You know what I mean? Somebody that can't repay me. So, you know, I don't know how many people this is gonna reach, but you know, I got to give my praises to him because, you know, without him, I'm nothing.
Hey, I'm gonna hit you with an amen on that one.
Yeah, I mean, and that's real. I mean,
That's real.
I can glorify these, you know, the talent that I work with. I can glorify the company that employs me. But like I said, I know where my blessings come from, God, my source, not no company, not no man. You know, I know where my source, I know where my blessings come from. You know what I mean? So if I can shout them out, I'm going to shout him out.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give him a bigger shout out, though.
I'm bringing the cup to you.
Yeah. You know, somebody cut on the AC.
Well,
It's getting hot up under this robe.
well. Well, man, thanks again. And thank you guys for watching this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless.
For sure.
Go get it.